It's always good to have the man of the moment here. So you're trending on Twitter now. You're talk of the town.
So weird. It's election day in the US, and the top 3 things trending on Twitter are America, election day, and Femi.
Femi. All right, let's see the tweet. Dear BBC, why are your presenters wearing poppies? Your rules ban virtue signalling no matter how worthy the cause. If presenters can support war-related campaigns on the news, surely they can show they believe in equality for black and gay people, or is that against BBC values?
I'm making the point that often you get people on the right who say that causes like saying that black lives actually matter, equality for black people, or LGBT rights, equality for gay people, etc., is virtue signaling, that caring about things is virtue signaling. You have a campaign regarding cyclist safety. That would be possibly called virtue signaling.
Might be.
And the idea that you would ban certain noble causes that are about improving people's standard of life and yet allow others means the BBC has a bias against those kinds of causes.
But isn't the poppy thing in a different category? It's something we all share in a way.
And that is precisely the point. Things like the poppy are seen as these moral absolutes that cannot be questioned under any circumstances. However, why is the same not the case for racial equality? Why isn't racial equality one of those things that is an absolute that nobody should be questioning? Yet somehow, the fact that the people who are getting angry with this tweet are angry that I'm equating the push for racial equality and the push for equality for gay people with wearing a poppy.
I've got to come in here. Wearing a poppy is not a moral absolute. It is to honour the people who have given their lives in battle. Something you, thanks to them, will never ever have to do. It's entirely different. You're now politicising the poppy, which is entirely the wrong thing to do. People wear them out of respect and out of honour to people, and for you to criticise that,
Sorry, did I criticise that? Did I question that at all?
People on Twitter think you're criticising it.
The people on Twitter have never been wrong before.
Well, that's why you're trending. That's
no,
why
hang
I'm
on,
talking
Femi.
about.
The fact is that the signal here is that you think wearing a poppy is virtue signalling.
Yes.
That's what you're clearly implying.
People can choose to interpret it as that, but the point is
that
I'm equating it with the push for racial equality and the push for rights for gay people. I'm saying that if you're going to call those things virtue signalling, why is wearing a poppy any different?
Why are you comparing the two? One is entirely different from the other.
Carole, tell us why poppy wearing is in a different class from wearing an armband that says Black Lives Matter.
Poppies are not political, or they shouldn't be. They have become political in recent years by people who say that if you wear a poppy, it means you support war. It doesn't. It's simply a question of respect and honour. It's not making a statement. It's just respecting the war dead. It's respecting people who went onto a battlefield, like I say, something you will never have to do in your privileged life.
Well, you might have to.
If you wear a sign on your chest, you are making a statement. Statement of respect.
You're saying respect. It's not a political. It's not a political.
You just said you're saying respect by definition.
Would you say that
Black Lives Matter is political? No question. It's got political ends.
Wait. No. Black Lives Matter as an organisation is different from Black Lives Matter as a movement.
As a thought.
The principle of racial equality. If you're going to call it political, then everything is political.
Anyone would disagree with the thought that Black Lives Matter? Because of course they wouldn't, and they don't.
The person who killed George Floyd, he definitely disagreed with that statement.
Yeah, okay. You know that.
Donald Trump, who actually advocated police brutality.
Do you want to go through everyone who thinks Black Lives? The majority of sensible, sane people think Black Lives
Matter. Carole, in that case, it's not political. If everyone agrees with it, you can wear a Black Lives Matter insignia without virtue signalling, can't you? So it is the same as the poppy then.
I don't think it is, no.
Why not? Really explain the logic.
If it's not contentious.
Well, what do you mean it's not? It is contentious for some people, because some people would say...
You said everyone agreed. Okay, this is fascinating.
It's contentious. That's the point. You see it as an issue that's up for debate. You see racial equality as an issue that's up for debate.
Stop telling me what I say and what I think. Well, you don't know what I think. I'm trying to explain what I think. What I said very clearly, the Black Lives Matter movement, the party, is a political...
And nobody's talking... I'm not talking about...
No, hang on. Femi, the issue is this. Black Lives Matter became a big thing for understandable reasons after the death of George Floyd. Somebody then put capital letters in it,
yes.
BLM, and it became political and a movement. And you can't disentangle them now. That's the trouble, isn't it?
Sorry. Right. Okay, let's take an example that you might appreciate. The Conservative Party is different from Conservative. There's big C Conservative and there's small C Conservative.
Sure. Yeah.
The fact that the Conservative Party wants to go in, if the Conservative Party went in a direction that was completely against Conservative values, would you say that Conservative small C no longer
understand.
exists?
That's exactly, yeah, that's a very good
And in fact,
I understand.
The arguments pushing to make this about the organization are designed to weaken the push for racial equality.
Okay, all right.
Because an organization can make mistakes, whereas racial equality is a solid principle.
Okay, so